Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know, I was born in North Germany and also grew up there for the first 12 years of my life, and there they don't say Hallo, Guten Tag, Guten Morgen. Instead, they say Moin, or they say Moin Moin. And I remember that because I had a client the other day. She sent me an email, and in that email she was like Moin, and I was like, I haven't heard that for so long. So I just went off topic without even starting to talk about the actual topic yet. So let's jump into that. The title of the video is pretty clear, but let me explain my train of thought first. My friend said my name in several videos already, and that got me thinking how other not Vietnamese people in other Western countries like the US or France or Italy pronounce it, because there are also Vietnamese people living there, and for sure there is someone with my name, and that really made me wonder. So I went on YouTube and typed in how to pronounce Huong, and I was super surprised to see that there was absolutely no video about it. There was one video, a white dude made it, and he was teaching how to pronounce 45 different Vietnamese names, and he did such a great job. Like, his Vietnamese is super good. When I heard him, I was like, it's because there haven't been many situations where I heard a white person speak Vietnamese, but as I said, it was amazing. His Vietnamese was really good. But for some reason, my name was not in that video. I know that that sounds kind of entitled, but it's because it's such a common name. It's like Lisa and Sarah, and I can't come up with any name right now. But you know, it's like super typical and common. And I bet you that as a Vietnamese person, if you have Vietnamese friends or if your parents have Vietnamese friends, you know at least one person with my name. It's so common. Plus, if somebody ever asks me again how to pronounce my name, I can just send them the link to this video and I get more views, which is not the main intention, but it's definitely a nice side effect. Before I show you guys how to pronounce my name, I want to clarify that I'm not a linguistic expert or anything like that, so I will not be able to properly explain you how to pronounce it. I can just show you how to pronounce it. Are you ready? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Huong. What? Was probably what you just thought, so I will say it again. Huong. 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 That's how you actually pronounce my name, and not Huong. It's Huong. I cannot teach you how to pronounce my name, but I can try and explain how my parents were teaching me how to learn to read Vietnamese when I was a child. Basically, you pronounce every single letter and then you combine it, which I think is just the way how to learn reading, but I can't remember how I was learning how to read in elementary school. Now, when you break down my name, it goes ng, ương, huong, huong. I don't know what I'm doing with this finger, but it's part of the video. Let's just say it like that. Vietnamese is a super difficult language, and on top of that, we have 3 different main dialects: the northern one, the central one, and the southern dialect. I speak the northern dialect because my parents are from the north, but people in the central and also in the southern part of Germany pronounce my name completely different. Like, completely different. Okay, not that different, but still different. And because I don't speak the southern dialect, I asked around, and I was lucky enough to have someone send me a voice message of how they pronounce my name. Now, before I play a voice message of how people in south of Vietnam. I don't know why I want to say Germany. I know people in the south of Germany have a different dialect too, but I mean Vietnam. So before I play the voice message of people, now I'm lost. Okay, again. Before I play the voice message of how people in South Vietnam are pronouncing my name, Okay, I managed that sentence. I want to give a huge shout out to Abella. Thank you so much for letting me harass you last night and sending this voice message over. She's a super gorgeous Norwegian Vietnamese girl who I met on Instagram, and we've been like in touch a little bit. She's super sweet. I will leave her info below, but yeah, thank you so much. And now let me play this voice message already. I hope you can hear it. It's on max.
Huong.
Did you hear it?
Huong. Huong.
I hope you can hear it, but maybe you also heard the difference. For me, it's super different compared to how I pronounce it. And wait, I have another friend who sent me also his way of saying it, which is, in my opinion, also quite southern. Maybe you can hear this better. Okay, I don't think so. Does it make sense? I hope you can hear it. Basically, let me try it. It's kind of like Okay, I just totally butchered that up. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do it. It's completely different than how I pronounce it. And it's so interesting because I have difficulties understanding the southern dialect, and don't even get me started on the central dialect. Like, I barely understand a word when people from central Vietnam speak to me. But then again, I was never exposed to it. I don't know anyone who's from central Vietnam, so that's why I don't understand it. My mom has a few colleagues who are from the central part of Vietnam, so she understands it fine. So maybe if I get more used to hearing it, I will learn it, but it's gonna be difficult. I'm not gonna lie, there was also a time in my life where I was so frustrated with my name. I actually hated it, and it was so bad that I would think of a different name and introduce myself to other people with that name, because I was just so tired of people kind of butchering it up, and like I would always have to explain them how to pronounce it, and they would get it wrong. And every single time I would say my name to a new person, the first thing they would say is, "What?" And I was just so tired of it. And I was wondering, like, why couldn't my parents just give me an easier name like Lan, Nhi, Ling? I was like, why? Like, all I wanted was to fit in, and then I had to have like a difficult name like that, which kind of made it harder, you know? I just wanted to fit into the norm. And yeah, that's why I was like so over my name. But it's not like that anymore. I have fully embraced my name, and I totally do not accept it when people I just met hear my name and they'll be like, "Do you have a nickname?" I'm like, yo, no, that's my name and that's how you're gonna call me. I really like my name now. I really like how it's pronounced in Vietnamese. I think it's really beautiful. And I've also learned to understand that in every culture and every country, there will be names which are a little bit more difficult to pronounce than others. I mean, it is the same with German names and Italian names and Norwegian names. I don't know any Norwegian names right now, so if you have one, comment down below. But that's what I learned to understand, and I'm really happy with it now. Something that I don't understand though is when people write my name, they write my name H-O-U-N-G. How do you even pronounce that? Seriously, like, how in the world do you pronounce that name? You tell me, because I don't know. Typos can happen. That's absolutely normal. It happens to me too all the time. But I think that there are also situations where people write my name in that way out of pure ignorance, because they see a foreign name and their mind makes it even more difficult because it's foreign. Sometimes they try to pronounce my name in a way where I'm like, how does your mind even come up with that? And they ask me like, oh, this is so difficult, how do you pronounce it? And I'm like, literally, it's the way you write it. H-U-O-N-G, Huong. It's already easier than the Vietnamese pronunciation. Like, It can't get easier than that, in my mind. If you don't agree, let me know. I would be really interested to hear your thoughts on it. To sum things up, Western pronunciation, Huong, North Vietnamese pronunciation, Huong, South Vietnamese pronunciation, Huong. That wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe you also learned something out of this. If your name is Huong, let me know your thoughts. Do you also introduce yourself with that pronunciation, or is it different? I would love to hear about it. If you know someone whose name is Huong, also let me know. I'm really curious. Another reason why I decided to make this video is because I would like to incorporate more of my heritage, my Vietnamese side into my videos, maybe sharing a little bit of how I grew up or my thoughts, or like, you know, growing up in Germany, like how the cultures are different and stuff like that, but baby steps. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!